We all know when they're that age, though, and you need to introduce a second child into the equation, things can get to be a bit of a challenge. So Nanny Robina went to help out this young family. Take a look.
Go get something that she can play with. What can we give her? See, and like just getting her involved. I know the toy that she's going to bring may not be appropriate, but we're gonna teach her from. Oh, look at that! She couldn't have picked a more appropriate toy. That's so nice and soft. Okay, be very gentle. Toddlers at this age, they really do not know how to be gentle. It is a learning process, and it's all about, you know, let's be gentle.
Usually what happens is Alyssa will come over and sit here, and then she'll like come over and want to hug her baby sister, give her kisses while she's eating.
When you're feeding the baby, you know, you can set her up feeding this baby, but you also can educate her. So while you're feeding the baby, you can explain to her that Sadie can only have milk. Sadie doesn't have teeth, so Sadie can't eat these, you know, because there is a possibility that she'll try to feed the baby the Cheerios, right? So we want to educate her and teach her as she goes. Alyssa, we can't put this on the baby. We don't want this on the baby's face. Look, no, let's put it right here, okay? Under her arm. She wants to get her arms out and play. Put it under her arms, okay? What she is doing is she is trying to help you. She wants to be very involved, and unfortunately they're right in your face, and they can be a little bit rough when it does happen. Alyssa, would you like to wrap up your baby doll? Look, there, now you have your baby. Just like mommy. Yeah, see?
What a tricky situation. So cute, though. It's really nice when it does work out, but I know parents go through a lot of anxiety when they are bringing home that new baby and they've got this toddler at home that is used to be getting all the attention. Yeah. So, you know, just some tips to help make that transition a little bit easier. I like that you say toddlers don't necessarily know what gentle is.
No, well, they don't. They don't for the longest time, actually. I think you probably know that because you have a baby and a toddler yourself, right?
Oh my gosh, Sydney tried to pull Eva off my boob while I was nursing.
Yeah, and even when you do this,
he did not know gentle.
Yeah, stroke gentle. They're like, you know, it's just not in them to actually know at that age. So it's at the age where you start teaching them. But it's actually quite some time before they know gentle. And I think that's one of the reasons you really should not leave a toddler and a baby in the room at the same time. A toddler would not think twice of saying, here, catch this, and throwing a toy to the baby, because they don't know, right?
They don't understand.
They just say, oh, okay, everybody, the fuss is all over the baby, we've got to be gentle, but they don't know.
Try to keep at least 30 minutes of one-on-one time with your older sibling is an interesting point, because you are going to be tied up with this new baby, and you sort of think to yourself, I need to be with this baby, but really you have to tear yourself away for a little bit.
You do, and you know, I know it's easy for me to say because I'm not in that situation, but it can be done if you just give it a little bit of thought. And one of the ways you could do it is it could be on a Saturday morning. You could actually leave the baby with dad while two of you trotted off down the street and just had a coffee. You know, she could have a hot milk while you sat in the coffee shop.
Right.
That gives dad one-on-one time with the baby. That gives you your one-on-one time with your toddler. It could be that you're going to go food shopping later in the evening when dad gets home. Take the toddler with you. There are little things that you can do that will allow that one-on-one time. And I think you need it because you have to remember, your toddler had you one-on-one. Right?
That is a tough transition.
Yeah, it is. It's a transition.
So along those lines then, incorporate your toddler into your daily tasks, right?
Yeah, and I think what you can do is encourage, like I was asking with Laura there, I was asking her to, you know, the toddler to go get a toy for the baby and just, you know, sort of get her more involved so it's not all about the baby. At the same time, don't go into overkill. Like the last thing the toddler wants to hear is baby, 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 because you're already hearing it.
Right.
So, you know, encourage her in a gentle manner. It doesn't have to be all the time. She doesn't want to get the toy? No problem. We're not going to force her to do it.
Right.
You know, it's just a way of getting her involved.
Now, when you are in the middle of nursing, for me, I found those were the most difficult times because there's this real attempt to grab the attention back because you're giving one-on-one time to the baby. Yep. So are there things that you can do while you're nursing that will help to occupy your toddler?
You know, I think what would be a good idea is have a little box beside the couch or wherever you are where you decide to feed every day because you know what's going to happen. And I don't know, it does always seem to be that breastfeeding time, right?
Yes.
You tune in right away. It's have a few toys in the basket that you use only for that time. So when the toddler comes over and wants you, so why don't you sit here and pull out one of those toys? Something they're not familiar with playing, something that you're going to keep just for those moments. Let's get a book out and read and have some things handy.
Yes.
You know, I've seen parents break off from the breastfeeding to you know, have to put their attention onto the toddler. And you've got to be really careful that, you know, hey, do you really want a starving baby?
Yeah.
You know, you've got to be able to feed your baby and work on that, having the toddler in,
So get dad involved is one of your tips. And it seems obvious, but there are probably a lot of mothers out there that are thinking, no, I got to do everything myself.
Not only, and you know what, let me tell you, when I'm out on the road, I do see, moms, you're probably all guilty of this. I know you are, so don't tell me you're not. When your husbands are doing something, you say, you go in and you take over. Yeah. And you say, oh, I don't want it done like that. Let me do it this way. Well, guess what? He stops offering after a while.
Right.
Right? Because he thinks he's never doing anything right.
Yeah.
My suggestion would be, leave him with the baby. He will learn. Leave him with the baby. Go out for a half hour with your toddler.
What if he breaks her?
I know.
Just joking. I'm just joking.
But no, seriously, I do think people, I know some of my clients do think that.
Yeah.
Are you serious? I would never leave him. He'll let her roll off the table. He'll let her do it. Come on. You have to. You know what? You didn't know when you had your first one and you learned, and you have to allow daddy to learn too.
Absolutely.
So get him involved, and you know what? One-on-one time with the baby, one-on-one time with the toddler. It can be done if you just come together and work as a team here and there.
And the best thing you could possibly have if you are in a two-parent home with a child is both parents feeling competent with that baby.
Absolutely.
So you have to give everyone a chance to get in there and do it. That means you've got more resources. You know, even for my parents, like, I love the fact that I never had to think twice about leaving the babies with them because they took care of them when they were babies.
Yeah, and you know, the thing is with the daddies, the confidence comes with the fact that you allow him to do it. His confidence grows, your confidence will grow, that you feel comfortable with being able to just go off and leave both children eventually.
Yeah, very good.
Know?
To the point where you're never home at all.
Yes,
don't do that. Let's go to break. We've got more coming up. Stay with us.